Talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Wrote it down and read it out, hoping it would save me. Too many times, too many times. He makes it feel like nobody else, nobody else. But he doesn't love me, so I tell myself. One, don't pick up the phone. You know he's only calling cause he's looking alone. Two, don't let him in. You have to kick him out again. Three, don't be his friend. You know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning. And if you're a man, you ain't getting over him. I got no rules, I count him.
TV thanks, and the top plays of the
2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Atlanta, where we'll see the Hawks going up against the Boston Celtics. For Boston, they come into tonight's game after a loss to New York. They suffered an upset loss, perhaps a loss of focus, but you can be certain that won't be the case tonight. And tonight, Shaq, we're going to see Gordon Hayward, one of the most versatile, talented swingmen in the league.
First, Ernie, let's give this guy a hand clap.
All right.
A hand clap?
Yes.
How about a round of applause?
Yes,
a round of applause. There you go.
You know, great to see him back in action. Takes a lot of courage to overcome that kind of injury.
Yes, he's tireless worker, and I love his game. He makes improvements to his game every single year, so this will be a lot of fun.
And now it's time for tip-off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
Welcome, everyone, to Atlanta, the home of the Hawks, where we will be broadcasting today's action live. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. The Hawks still playing on their home court in this one. They haven't started out with the success they had hoped for, but the season obviously is still very young.
And you wondered coming into the season if this team might have some issues, and that's been the case here thus far. We'll see if they can address those issues. It's a long season and find a way to turn it around.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Brad Stevens is one of the youngest coaches in the league. At the same time, he's one of the longest tenured coaches in Celtics history. Kyrie Irving said he brings the ultimate unwavering confidence, chill but assertive. He demands excellence out of you. You want to play for him. Kevin?
All right, David. Chris, you played for 5 different teams, a couple of them multiple times. How long do you think it takes to feel comfortable in a new situation for a player?
I tell you, Kevin, that's such a hard tightrope to play. I remember going to different teams, and you have to understand the culture of the team. You have to understand who their best players are already. You have to understand the style of play, and building trust takes time from both sides. So usually you'll come into a situation and you want to make sure that you're showing that you're a great teammate. And so usually in that area, teammates are saying, wait a minute, we brought you over here. We want you to be that guy that we traded for, the guy we just signed or recruited. We were a fan of you. Do the things that you do great. We'll catch up with you. So a lot of it starts with mutual respect, and that means mutual deferment. And then after a while, you both deferring, you're like, wait, we got to win some games. Okay, you be you, I'll be us. We'll all do it together. And kind of once you get over that kind of fine dance in the beginning, that icebreaker, usually that's when things start rolling.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're at the backcourt. Horford is out there with Tatum. And it's Baines in at the 5, down low. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Young outside. The pass to Prince. He kicks it to Bazemore. And the dunk by Bazemore.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Brown over to help. And taken away by Brown. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. And the shot goes down.
Out in the open court, Irving's just too quick, too shifty to contain.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Young in Atlanta again with the bucket.
And he'll take that. The nice, easy mid-range jumper, first bucket of the day.
That's all you want. It's a good shot to get yourself in a rhythm. For him, he's going to want a lot more than that to come.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Spellman, another 3 for Atlanta.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. C-Webb, what a rookie year it was for Tatum. Never hit a wall. He only got better as time went on.
I remember doing his games in college. I mean, it was the same thing that happened then. Second half of the season was stronger than the first. He has a maturity beyond his years, both mentally and physically.
Two shots.
And that one falls for Tatum. Well, Greg, for Atlanta, it was out with the old and in with the new for the point guard position for the Hawks.
And Hawks were able to trade down and still get the guy they wanted in Young. See him as an impact guard to build around for the future. Had to move Schroeder to free up space for Young, but this team now has a clear core to build around.
Good on both.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
Atlanta's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Prince in the corner. Fires from deep. He can't hit that time. So the Celtics will take it the other way. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played. The Hawks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Young. Good on the 13-footer.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. The Hawks have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Knocked loose. Young outside. Back to Prince. Launches a 3. Horford with the rebound.
Oh, it's a confidence shaker when you can't hit a wide open 3 like that.
Here's Tatum. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Hawks leading. Prince wide open. Again, the Hawks good for 2. Here's Irving. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against New York. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
One of the best point guards in the league at getting inside and finishing. Kyrie Irving.
The Hawks have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Young against Irving. From the top of the key. That shot is off. Here's Tatum. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Tatum is lanky, long. You think you got him defended. He ends up getting to the foul line.
And when the Celtics traded out of the first overall pick in 2017, many, Greg, thought they were settling for Jason Tatum for team needs. But he might be the best overall player in that draft.
Listen, the Celtics said they would have been fine taking Tatum first overall, and I believe him. I mean, Tatum looks like he could be a superstar very early in his career and does everything at a high level and is already a terrific shooter from deep. Plus, he just has a poise and an air about his game that speaks of superstar.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And, of course, the Celtics traded back from number 1 to number 3 to draft Tatum in terms of readiness and absolute steal.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. And he comes up with the deuce. Irving's got 8 points.
Oh, he's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
Irving against Young, and the shot is good. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them.
He loses concentration at the moment of truth and blows the layup.
Prince kicks to Young. Back to Prince. That one good for 2. He has 6.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. One of the premier scorers in the league, Irving, still may be underrated by some as a playmaker.
Oh, Kyrie, come on. Tremendous court sense, vision. I mean, he understands to win in this league, you have to be unselfish, but you know he can get it going at any time.
Now to see the stats for Prince. How last month turned out for him, averaging about 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
And it's blocked by Brown. Tatum, that's for 2. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And it's 9 points for Jason Tatum.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, the way Horford positions himself as the shot goes up. I mean, his defensive instincts are just absolutely fantastic.
Tatum's shot is off. The Hawks trailing. And Young kicks to Prince. Nailed from three-point land. Prince has got 9.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Punch, counter punch. Neither club's been able to sustain an advantage.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
So we're going to say they're going to be familiar with each other, huh? But even so, these teams will learn about each other tonight. So much changes from year to year.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. And here's Irving. He's got 12. Lays it up and banks it in. 14 points for him.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Young for three. Rebound, Boston. Horford's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Hawks trail by 6. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Irving. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
Yeah, and it goes beyond the small lead that they've built. They really captured the momentum.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Oh, man, what about the ascension of Jaylen Brown? I mean, come on. He's an uber athlete, super smart, strong, long wingspan, and very raw coming into the league.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. The Celtics also changing it up. Marcus Morris is checked in for Aaron Baines. Hayward comes in for Jason Tatum. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Brown. And the development period for Brown could have been longer, but he was thrust into a leading role.
Oh, come on. He had to play extra minutes. I mean, those injuries. But most importantly, he had to create offense. Ball handling may have been his biggest weakness when he entered the league, but he's already turned that into a strength.
Celtics leading by 8. Hayward goes in. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got his 3rd assist on the night. Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a loss to the Raptors. Passes it to Bembry. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Atlanta's shooting just about an even 40% to start. Herter, guarded by Smart. Left side Irving. Morris trying to free himself up, and it's Irving missing. The Hawks trail by 12. Left side Lynn. Shot to stop the run, and the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. Pass to Lynn. Irving with the steal.
That's 4 turnovers out of them already. Sloppy play in the early going.
Nice shot from the wing. Irving's got 20 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Lynn the pass to Dedmon. Back to Lynn. It's not going to go for him. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Here's Smart. Goes back up. And Horford finishes inside. And the Celtics lead by 16.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pass to Bembry. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Boston leading by 13. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Horford. That's now 22 points for Kyrie Irving. And so Lynn will bring it up for Atlanta. 1:58 left to play in the first. Three-pointer on the way. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Smart. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Lynn kicks to Dedmon. 7-foot shot, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the night here. Terry Rozier's checked in for the Celtics.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Dedmon. Actually, Chris, one of the shorter teams last season, the Celtics made up for it with excellent athleticism and length, wingspan.
Oh, yeah, you think about it. Jaylen Brown measured 6'6" in height, but had over a 7-foot wingspan. Rozier is smart. They might not be the tallest guys in the world, but, man, they play big.
Collins. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 16.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Right off the opening tip, they've been relentless. And this style of play can be hard to come back against.
It's the three-point bomb.
Well, that's a shot they'll be happy with on every trip, no matter who's taking it.
Shot is good off the back rim and in. Horford's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And from the opening tip, they've just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Here's Dedmon. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Dedmon's got 5 now.
Those passes into the paint have to be precise, just like that one.
Here's Horford, and it's Boston with another.
Well, what you get with Horford is a guy who reads defense as well. I mean, he takes what's there.
And there's the pass to Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Give the loose D an assist on that one. Get a body on him.
Here's Bembry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
DeAndre Bembry. 2 shots.
Two shot.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. One second left, and Morris throws it down.
Wow, and really, when Morris gets ahead of steam behind him, look out, just a remarkable finish.
And so it's Boston. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. Right back after this break. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting threes at this rate and doing some of the things that I'm doing, but it's just the way that the game has evolved.
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
Assist goes to Al Horford. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
I mean, a huge lead, and already after this first quarter, they're starting to make it look easy.
I love it. They have their track shoes on. Right off the tip, they were in full attack mode. This offense is really churning.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Hawks, they've got Poitras, Bembry out there with Jeremy Lin. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Carter in at the small forward. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Dwayne Dedmon, a player who started his NBA career late, was a rookie at age 24 and then floated around to several teams. But he has gone from being an end-of-the-bench guy to an important rotation player in just the last few seasons.
Two shot.
The free throw drops for Dedmon. And with Dedmon and the teams he's played with, you know, he always has found a way, Greg, to slot in and give you good minutes.
Yeah, what I love about him, he knows who he is as a player and plays to his strengths. Never gives up on a play on either end of the floor. And now he's even added a three-point shot to his arsenal to kind of further expand his versatility.
Big-time scoring is always a premium, Chris, when you're evaluating players on the offensive side. What do you hope to find as you kind of break down their game?
I hope to find that you can dribble, shoot, and pass. Because if you can do those things and you're a great scorer, then I know that if you get double-teamed, you can find an open man. That if you have the heart of an unselfish player, that you're willing to think 2-3 plays ahead of how to set someone else up that's struggling, because a great player can always get their own. And also on the offensive side of the ball, are you careless? Do you value possessions? Do you make easy turnovers? And if you do make a turnover in the offensive end, what is your temperature like defensively? Will you run back and get back and try to get a stop? What type of player are you overall? Great offensive players are result-oriented, not necessarily seeking individual numbers or acclaim, and that's a big part of my evaluation.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, "You realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you." Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report.
One shot, gentlemen.
While the shooting of Morris provides his team with is crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
The Hawks trail by 18. Passes it to Poitras. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Yes. And the basket by Rozier.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
And Young kicks to Carter. Over Hayward. Not enough on that one as it misses.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Shoots from the baseline. Here's Morris. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
You really admire how fierce Morris is on the glass. He never gives up on keeping the next possession alive.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Now look, when you watch Marcus Morris, I mean, he's been around the league. He understands how to play the game. Sometimes you just need to be put in the right system. It's just timing. That happened for him last season.
Cause we not them. No, we not them. I got a light skin and the Asian. Calais on the beat, make a bass hit. Like a on bubble in a waist. But I'm really trying to see how to face it. Buy my chicken, my chalupas. Ayy, make a with the roof up. Ayy, backflip, make her do stunts. Ayy, in the really tuned up. Touchdown, boom, shakalaka. Oh, eyes on me, I see you watching. Oh, we do what we want to. Oh, it's a zoo, we come through. Oh, we on it. Oh, yeah. We on it. When I touch down, yes. No, I came for the around, yes.
So for the Hawks, Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Kent Bazemore in for Bembry. And then for Boston, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Jason Tatum comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Smart. And when you give Morris some freedom on the offensive end, he can carry you through long stretches.
Kevin, he's a terrific shooter. I mean, from standstill, off the dribble, back to the basket, it really doesn't matter with him. The other thing, he gives you tremendous toughness. He likes to mix it up. He won't back down from a challenge, I'll tell you that.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Tipped away. Carter with it. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. And then Carter with the jam.
And you know Carter is taking off on the drive. When he has a head of steam like that, he's looking to tear off the rim.
Carter with the block. Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 25-point game against Toronto.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. I mean, he didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Brown. And the layup's good off the glass. Brown's got 6.
Now, this is what we've seen from Brown. Beating bigger guys, using quickness, beating smaller guys, using power.
And Bazemore kicks to Poitras. Back to Bazemore. Got it. Good job in the low post. 9 points in the game so far.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Brown drives in, and then Brown with the dunk.
The body and agility, rare, considering Brown's size. That's why he's always been such an intriguing prospect.
Here's Bazemore. He's got 9. Pass to Young. For 3. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 4 rebounds in this game. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Young passes to Poitras. Prince against Morris. To the middle. Here's Poitras. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Oh, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
Boston leading by 18. Brown drives in. Shoots over Bazemore. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. And that's now 10 points for Jaylen Brown. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
From the baseline. Second shot opportunity. And the layup good by Brown. And the Celtics lead by 20.
Well, if you thought the D was going to tighten up on them here in the second quarter, think again.
Hawks have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Bazemore gets the bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his passing.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. C-Webb, a great defensive team last season. What's surprising is that the Celtics didn't create that many turnovers, though.
Yeah, 23rd in the league in steals. They don't gamble a lot, but they are active and they're relentless. And they have a coach who makes great in-game adjustments.
Carter on the wing. Off target with his three.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And Jaylen Brown was given quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year.
Mind the lanes.
He's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability.
To the paint, here's Len. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For years the adage has been that, C-Webb, big men take longer to develop than other positions. Does that still ring true today?
I don't think so. I think today the point guard position, because the point guard position is the toughest position in the game. I think when the big men did take the longest to develop, it was because the big man position, the center and power forward, were the toughest, and that's kind of changed. Cat and B didn't take very long to develop. Big men coming to the league, they're more polished now, and I think the fact that the coaches, the coaching, the skill sets now are so much more alike that guys can make an easier adjustment into the game because they've been playing their game and adjusting a lot longer than maybe the players before that had to find a different role once they entered into the pros.
Pro basketball is one of the few sports where awards are league-wide, C-Webb, and not divided by conference. I wonder if the NBA should consider giving out separate awards, for the East and the West.
Kev, I don't know about Eastern and Western Conference, but I do believe that there should be an offensive MVP. I do believe there should be a difference between MVP and maybe the best player in the league, because how do we define some of these things? So I do think we can tinker with some of the awards, but East and West, I'm not really sure with. I think it should always be about the best out of the total number of teams and conferences.
Good perspective. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Oh, Brown is just fearless, Kevin. I mean, especially when it comes to going right into the contact. He's one of today's great clutch performers. That's Kyrie Irving. Look, think about this. In 2016, Game 7 of the Finals, he hit the pivotal three with just 53 seconds left. And that's just the most famous of his end-of-game accomplishments.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. The challenge with defending Kyrie, Chris, is how to prevent him from hitting those game-changing shots.
Yeah, how do you check Uncle Drew? He has the range from deep. There may not be a better ball handler in the game, and he's a tremendous finisher in the paint. He's a triple threat.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
taking a look here at some numbers for Young. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 15 points a game, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy, just an irrepressible, prolific scorer. Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
Gets the 14-footer to fall. Young's got 8 points.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Here's Tatum. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's 17 points for Jason Tatum.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Irving against Young. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And good that time. 18 points for Jaylen Brown.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Bazemore on the wing. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Brown, good.
Oh, you love the level of concentration Brown maintains. I mean, taking the hit well and finishing in style.
Young dishes to Bazemore. Hawks passing it around. Young's shot is off. Boston shooting a mind-boggling 79%.
Oh! That's amazing, the creativity, and you see how fluid an athlete Tatum is.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. And Young kicks it to Bazemore. Pass to Len. Young taking his time here. And stolen by Tatum. Young with the steal. Here's Len. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And we see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Brown.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing, and I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
And he can't get the first one. Bembry's checked in for the Hawks. Jeremy Lin comes in for Young, and then for Boston. Al Horford's checked in for Aaron Baines. Gordon Hayward comes in for Brown. And Smart subbed in for Terry Rozier. That's off as well, so he misses both. One of those guys who seems to improve his game every season. Hayward showing us great consistency from range.
Now look at this. When he first came into the league, he was more of a slasher, a mid-range shooter. But through sheer repetition, hard work, getting it in the gym, and some adjustments to his shooting motion, the outside shot has become one of his greatest weapons.
Irving drives in, and he banks in the layup. Irving's got 26.
Lighting up the scoreboard all night. I mean, Irving's showing the versatility and his persistence.
Here's Bembry. Irving with the steal. And the slam dunk by Irving.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Yeah, guys, and the finish is the perfect capper. I mean, taking it all the way to the 10.
Lin against Irving. And a wide open look for Lin. Gets a very good look and converts.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Irving's shot is good.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Lynn's shot is off.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
And Chris, a unique aspect of Horford's game, he's the rare big who can repeatedly initiate the offense.
Oh, yeah, he's a good ball handler, has great vision. You see him making the right decision time and time again. He's the consummate team player.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Anyway, talk about a coach who gets the most out of his guys and what he has to work with. I mean, that's none other than Brad Stevens. I mean, he's done it for years. First in college, now on the greatest level.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. And talking about Stevens, many people were shocked when he received 0 votes from his peers for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, I think people just got used to his style. And it's not just the great scheme that he has. He does a fantastic, subtle job of motivating players and keeping everyone focused.
Smart trying to break free. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Hayward.
He continues to be their go-to guy. If they close this game out, his stamp will be all over this win.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Dedmon passes to Lynn. Basket good. Lynn's got his second basket.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
Irving good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Herter, guarded by Smart. The pass to Bembry. A three-pointer off the mark. Now a timeout called by Boston.
Start it.
On the wing, Irving. Defended by Lynn. The shot's good from Irving.
Almost impossible to stop on the drive at times. I mean, Irving's penetrating ability, just remarkable.
Irving with the steal. Doesn't go that time. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Boston Celtics. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 38 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, shooters were popping open right and left. Exceptional ball movement. Guys racing off screens, spotting up, knocking down shots. That's the way you play basketball unselfishly, and it was superb, and they exploited all the weaknesses of the defense.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
The first thing to say is, what's up with the turnovers? Jeez. You can live with some missed shots and stuff like that, but you can't keep turning the ball over. It's crushing for a team. It just saps all your confidence when you play a half like that, Ernie. Ugh.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, when you're trying to check a guy like that, you have to move your feet laterally, defensively. That didn't happen.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt. Aaron Baines out there with Horford, and it's Tatum in at the 3 spot. Young finds Len. Now here's Bazemore. The Hawks working the ball around. Prince against Tatum. To the middle, 6 to shoot, and it's sent back by Horford. Baines passes to Tatum, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
It's Young on the wing, back to Prince. Softly drops in the floater. Prince has got 11 points.
The floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
And that one's good, Irving.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Young dishes to Prince. One kicks to Young. The Celtics have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And stolen by Prince. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
And gets hit on the drive. Excellent body control. Tatum's a well-coordinated athlete.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. And it's sent back by Horford.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half.
Oh!
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Well, you hear that? No, you don't hear anything. They silenced the crowd with this big lead. No sign that they're letting up.
Down low. And Boston with the rebound. Baines has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
His struggles this quarter continue. The D's done a good job on him.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
The Hawks again can't hit. Here's Boston now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. The shot's good from Irving.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
On its way from Young for 2. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
It's good.
Oh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
Young with the steal. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. But they'll get another chance.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Count the basket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
And that's just something that Young excels at. Boy, a joy to watch this guy shoot the ball.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And for Trae Young, it's a little unfair that he's already being compared to Steph Curry.
Scouts are always going to look for comparisons. And I'm not saying Young is Curry, but many of the strengths and weaknesses are similar. The size and athleticism, the insane range, and both have that it factor.
Out of control, pause for 6 years. We'll be taking live on stage to new levels this year. Not here to chase fans, we're here to rock the people. Feel my band connect out across the land. Live on stage.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Tatum. And with this chance, let's quickly go to our rookie leaderboard and find out who the top assist men are among the first-year players. Trae Young on top.
He's just ahead of his years as far as vision and recognition on the offensive end. A talented playmaker. He is only going to get better.
Irving drives in, lays it up, and banks it in. Irving's got 48.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Poked away and stolen by Horford. Here's Brown. Buries it down low. Brown's got 4 this quarter.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
To the paint, here's Bazemore, and the dunk by Bazemore.
The location of that assist was awesome. That was a sweet lead pass.
Rejected by Len. Irving against Young, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Substitution for the Hawks. Alex Poitras. Vince Carter.
On defense, the Celtics.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball, unable to help them close this gap.
Here's Irving. Rebounded by the Hawks. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Sinks the triple. Carter's got 7.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Here's Irving. Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Shoots from the line. And the shot no good. A bit short. Boston dictating the flow. Morris inside. Guarded by Prince. Morris, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. To the inside, and that's Prince. That time on the assist by Young. And that's 15 points for Prince.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving until they find the right shot.
Irving connects again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Pass to Bazemore. They double him with Irving. Bazemore finds Young and stolen by Irving. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way and finished off by Brown.
Great anticipation, quick hands. Who's saying Irving can't play defense?
Now Young. 10 points for him. Bazemore on the wing. With the floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Bazemore's got 20 points.
He's one of the guys having a solid game for them, but as a whole, they've been lacking.
Irving drives in, banked in off the glass.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That will complete this 4-game homestand. He gets it in there.
You know, improving on certain aspects of his game, it's crucial. Young continues to knock down these tough interior shots.
And so it's Boston with it. Baseline try. Irving can't get it to go.
The D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost him.
Pass to Young. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator. Defense for me just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
And Baines pulls it down. Celtics shooting an absolutely astounding 80% from the field. Everything is falling. Brown, good.
I tell you what, Brown is a powerful wing player. You'd like to get him the ball inside.
And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Irving attacking and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw, good, Irving.
Now, the learning curve for point guards in the NBA can be pretty steep, but Irving was a quick study. It didn't take him long to become an elite player.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Horford. Smart comes in for Aaron Baines, and it's Rozier in for Brown. And he makes both free throws. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Kicks to Dedmon, to the inside, Young. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Rejected by Young. They retain possession. Good. Atlanta's shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Hayward comes with the double team. Herter, Rozier defending. Here's Collins. The rebound by the Celtics. Morris has got 6 rebounds in the game. Hayward goes in, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
2 shots, gentlemen.
And Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
The free throw drops by Hayward. And Greg, you mentioned Hayward's strength. That and his ball fakes seem to be not as recognized as they should be.
Yeah, I think Hayward has one of the better pump fakes in our league. Great deception with inside-out dribbles to create space. And the things he does well aren't immediately apparent, but Hayward's terrific fundamentals are what make him a great scorer. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Stolen by Smart. Morris passes to Rozier. Releases from 15. Offensive rebound. And it's good off the glass. Rozier's got 8 points.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Man, this is what happens when you get discouraged. Sometimes it just affects every part of your game.
Count it, good.
Now look at that. That's just a great all-around play. Getting into position for the offensive rebound, finishing strong on the putback.
Again, what an avalanche! 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Pass to Bembry. Lynn from long range. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Just wonderful form on the J from Lynn, dropping it in the face of the D.
Here's Irving. And, yep, another basket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Took him no time at all on that one. Collins has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Boston dictating the flow. And here's Smart. 13 points in the game. And that one is good.
Oh, he's getting after it offensively. Smart, putting up some points.
And so Lynn will bring it up for the Hawks. That's tipped. And the pass to Bembry. 1:35 left in the 3rd quarter. Shots good by Dedmon.
Oh, he gets in the good position in the post, and the entry feed is there for him.
It's tipped. Takes the 13-footer, and the Hawks getting another basket right there. Boston shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. And it goes down 2 points. 64 points for Kyrie Irving.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Back to Lynn. And the basket is good. Lynn's got 9.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Now, here's Rozier. He's guarded closely. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Celtics making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Now a timeout called by Boston.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
And the chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
Atlanta's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul. Lynn with it. He's got 9. He tries for 3. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. Hayward's got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that rebound.
Passes it to Lynn. Offensive rebound.
Boston foul call. That's his second.
The Hawks have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
For the Hawks. Jeremy Lin. 2 shots.
Two shots.
First free throw is good.
And Lynn has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
Both free throws good from Lynn. Smart deciding where to go with it. Drops in the layup for 2. Smart's got 4 points this quarter.
Just too physical. Smart, shedding the defense and finishing strong.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Boston. Offensively, this has been his best game of the season. This is the most points he's scored all year. And we'll be back with you shortly. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Now, as we add stops and add scores, don't let the little things get us off kilter, okay? Play with poise. Let's go.
Well, he's clearly, Greg, trying to keep his team on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, really challenging his guys right now, encouraging them to just stay focused on the task at hand.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Bembry. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Jeremy Lin. And it's Dorsey in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Hawks 5. Dedmon's shot is off. The Celtics shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Nice shot by Smart.
Like a freight train running downhill. Smart, unstoppable in the open court.
And so Lynn will bring it up for Atlanta. Stolen by Smart. And it's Rozier that time on the assist from Smart. Smart's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Hawks shooting well, 50% from the floor. Lynn kicks to Dedmon. The tray. That shot is off. So the Celtics will take it the other way. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Pass to Dorsey. For a long time, beat writers and media personnel have determined NBA awards. C-Webb is someone who's been up for some of these. Do you feel the voting system as structured now is fair?
I don't know how it can be fair if it doesn't have any players or coaches involved. I can't necessarily vote on the best doctors because I don't know what it entails, but I can definitely trust other doctors to give their comments on their peers. I think peer awareness is some of the most reliable that you can go for. But, I mean, we have some very knowledgeable writers, sports writers, and media personnel that know. But for the most part, you need help of the players and the coaches to make sure that the integrity is there.
And Lynn is a sensational playmaker. Love how he zips passes over to his guys.
Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. For the Hawks, Poitras, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Carter in for Bembry. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Dorsey passes to Carter. To the paint, Spellman uses both hands to slam it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Ojale, and that one is hammered home.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Lynn kicks to Poitras. He dishes it to Dorsey. And it's good for 2.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
It's Smart with the drive. Good on the shot. Smart's got 21.
I like Smart being aggressive right time, getting into the lane, using his power and speed to his advantage.
Pass to Dorsey. Goes up high for the 2-handed dunk.
Oh, you can't lay that pass in there any better.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Each team has 1 inactive player per night. Would upping that amount, you think, C-Webb, of active players on game day change anything at all?
I don't believe so, because the inactive player we're talking about usually is at the bottom of the roster. And so if you look at the next man up theory, that means that the last guy on the bench at that time, it's his time to get that playing time. So I don't think that the inactive players would change anything, because it's still a team sport, and those guys earn their playing time in practice. And so that guy at the end of the bench is still one of the greatest players in the world and can contribute at any time.
Brown is checked in for the Celtics. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And the basket by Rozier.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Lynn against Rozier. Spellman. Rebounded by the Celtics.
I think a kick out is the better option there. Defense had the rim on lockdown.
Here's Brown. Rebounded by Poitras. Hawks have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Dorsey, that's good. Dorsey's got 6 points in the quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Williams, that's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Some call it the Ewing theory, teams that play better without relying on a star player. Chris, how sustainable is that?
It's not sustainable. It's real cute until you have the teams that are focused and want to win come in. And usually that Ewing theory, that's usually like in the 5th week of the season or before All-Star break, when teams are figuring out themselves. Once everybody has identified their strength and their weaknesses, you need that horse to ride. You need that big hoss in there, that guy that's dependable every night. And as long as he's a willing passer, unselfish player, no, you need those guys. I don't believe that teams are better.
Oh, goodness.
Wow. You know what, Kevin? You can't teach that. Brown just showing off his incredible dunking ability.
And so Lynn will bring it up for Atlanta. He kicks it to Dorsey. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Dorsey's got 9 points now in just the second half. He hits Brown with the drive. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
There's the pass to Dorsey. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first 2 quarters, though.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, what I like about it most is he's doing it efficiently.
Shooting 1.
when it comes to playing the role of villain in the eyes of many NBA fans. You know, you've got LeBron going to Miami, Durant leaving OKC, going to Golden State. C-Web is having someone to root against good for the league. It seems to build some passion in sports for sure.
I mean, there can never be a hero without a villain. Sure. Even if that villain is temporary for one season. So one of the great things about the NBA is that our off season normally is just as exciting as the main season because of the trades and who's going where and the changing of allegiances, of alliances. I mean, so I definitely love all the movement. And, you know, the great thing is you're never going to agree with what any player does 100% the whole time. So I love seeing the changes in the league and having someone to root against. I think it's good for the fan soul to have somebody that you can honestly root against.
That's fun. Irving's checked in for Terry Rozier. Irving misses. Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Was shot by Dorsey, no good. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. They get it back, lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Lynn kicks to Poitras. Down low. Spell.
Ooh. That's how you attack. Wow.
Attack the rim, baby. Move out the way.
Irving for 3. And that one is off. And Atlanta will come the other way. Lynn against Irving. Carter down low. From down in the low post, it goes. Carter's got 4 points this quarter.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Irving's shot is good.
There's no stopping Irving on the drive. Too quick, too clever for the defense, even when they're right on him.
Lynn looking it over. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebound, Boston. Tice has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Irving for 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Poitras has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Dorsey. But he stays with it. Poitras kicks to Lynn. Knocks down the 3 ball.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Irving, good.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going that one, though.
Carter outside. Back to Lynn. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Here's Irving. And good! There's another. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
And Dorsey kicks to Carter. Passes to Lynn. Some incredible performance in recent years, C-Web. Are there any NBA records you think that will be broken soon?
Well, let's see. Maybe Curry will break his record again for 3s in the season. He beat himself. He's 1 and 2 in that. Maybe he'll be 1, 2, and 3. Or he and Klay Thompson. Maybe Klay Thompson will be 1, 2, and 3, right? You know how that goes. How about Wilt's most consecutive triple-doubles at 9?
He got it again. Sensational.
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. 3rd on the list, well in sight.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds both the 1st and 3rd place scoring marks. First, of course, for 100 points, and 3rd place all time with 78. Anytime Wilt's name comes up, you are making history.
1:58 left in the 4th. And Dorsey kicks to Carter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Dorsey, and it's blocked by Brown, and he recovers it. And there it is for him. Dorsey's got 17 now, just in the second half. Boston's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Oh, that's just terrific patience from Irving. Outstanding at filling the D inside and literally forcing their hand.
Irving. 2 shots.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. See, Webb, I think of when you entered the league and how much the league has changed since your entry. In your mind, going back to your rookie year, I'm sure you can count many ways that the NBA has improved the game.
Yeah, and the NBA, to me, has always been a step ahead. It's been a leader as far as where sports in general should go. I mean, we're truly a global game now. Just imagine where the game is going to be in 20 years. The growth of overall player salaries, the value of franchises. And to me, again, the biggest improvement has just been the evolution of players. It's been thanking a guy like Larry Bird, who was 6'9", shooting threes, and today we have Kevin Durant, 7-foot shooting threes. It's players getting better. The dribbling of Isaiah Thomas back in the Piston days to the dribbling of Curry, Kyrie, John Wall. Today, it's the evolution of the players, to me, that's been so exciting, along with the growth of the league overall.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Celtics.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
He's off on the first. When you look at the amount of threes Chris being taken now, do you think the league as a whole is too dependent upon the perimeter offense?
I don't think so. If you look at Golden State, we all tend to think that they've shot the most threes last year. It actually was Houston.
Right.
And when you look at how Golden State does not just settle for threes, Kevin, but they can shoot them at any time, and maybe the best three-point shooter in the history of the NBA, Curry, will lay a difficult layup over the top of your head just as quick as he'll shoot a tough three from 45 feet. That's what it seems like, but the good teams like a Golden State make you feel like they're shooting a lot of threes, but actually play with a balanced game. Those that try to copycat and just shoot threes, I don't think they've won a championship yet. So I think it's about having that balance. And maybe the league overall is shooting too many threes, but the champions who shoot threes, I don't think take too many.
That's good from Vince Carter.
Yeah, Carter, just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
Carter hits them both. Boston's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. A nice shot by Irving.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
And guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Oh, yeah, this is a nice run here, but too little too late.
And good, he hits it again.
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. And if he passes that mark, the basketball world is going to be talking about this guy for years.
For the Hawks, Jeremy Lin.
Shooting 2.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Lynn. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't care how good you are. It's tough to succeed in a hostile environment. They're doing it in style.
Pass to Carter. Shoots a fader. Spellman misses the reverse.
Timeout.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're up. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
No, well, they're not going to take any chances. I mean, they're going to play it out until the final whistle, no matter what the score is.
The presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that. Coming off a bunch of losses in a row, they turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way. Again, what an avalanche!
The good times keep rolling, now tied for second all-time in scoring for a game.
Well, you know, the way he's been able to maintain his focus on offense all game, GA, the defense throws everything at him, but he still is scoring.
When Kobe did what he did back in 06, I never thought we'd see something like that again. But tonight has been an absolute legendary performance. I'm still in shock that we've seen 81 twice now.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. Just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long.